Hey, it is Heidi, your online campus pastor, and I am here today with the Thank God It's Harvest Friday. Isn't it great? It's Friday, whoop! We're so excited because this weekend our Chiefs play again, and we are expecting a win so we can go to the Super Bowl for the second time. So anyways, I'm not here to talk about the Chiefs. I am actually here as the online pastor. I want to talk to you about online harvest groups. All right. So we have been in this pandemic for almost a year, and we probably are looking at, I don't know, nobody knows the future except for God, obviously, but we are probably looking at several more months probably where people are still going to feel more comfortable being at home than out in crowds or at the church in a group. And so I am here to encourage you. I really want you to think about the possibility of doing an online harvest group. Now, I don't want you to be intimidated by that, but let's think about what Pastor David has been teaching us this month in the series, The Field. Our mission, we know, is to make disciples. That was the last command that Jesus left with us, was to go and to make disciples. And so we have to personally have that mission of being disciples who make disciples. And our field, as we've learned from Pastor David, is the place or the people or that God has given you to steward. And so the question is, who are your people? What is your field? And how can you, during this situation where everything sort of changed and you can't meet maybe in a group or in a coffee shop, or you don't feel comfortable with that right now, how can you continue to build relationships with people that lead to discipleship? Because we know that discipleship is not institutional, it is relational. And so it takes building relationships. Now, I will tell you that I have been doing an online harvest group since September. And when I started the group, there wasn't anyone in it that I really knew well. And there were some people that I'd never even met. I'd never even seen their names before. And I had women join from, I think it was like 5 different states that came and joined in this online Bible study. And we used Right Now Media. There's so many awesome options with Right Now Media to do a Bible study with people. And right now, like my group, we are actually doing a Francis Chan study on Right Now Media. That is we are going through the book of Mark, chapter by chapter. And I'm telling you, it has been incredible. And I will tell you with all sincerity that it is possible to build relationships online in a Zoom. It seems a little awkward at first, but over time, the people show back up and you get to know them. It's just like in person. The only thing that's different is just that we can't touch, we can't hug, we can't hold hands and pray, but we can still connect and we can still listen to each other's hearts. We can still pray for each other. We can still be there for each other. We can encourage each other. We can share the word. We can grow together. It's incredible. So that's my challenge for Thank God It's Harvest Friday. My challenge is to you. If you are one of those people that is still at home, coming to church on Sundays, virtually at home, and you have kind of in this year just kind of pulled back from discipleship or even relationship building with people, I want to encourage you. And so let's make it simple, because it can be a little intimidating if you're thinking, I'm going to lead a Bible study. So every week, Pastor David, when he finishes his sermons, he does sermon notes, and you can fill them in as he's going along. But at the end of those sermon notes, at the bottom of that page, there is a place with harvest group discussion questions. And it's usually 3 or 4 questions, and then it's an action for the week. And those are like a perfect place to start. You can meet with people that have watched the message, and you could just talk about it. And you could talk about how you're going to apply it in your life, and just be there to chat with each other, to build relationships, to pray for one another, and just to do that. I mean, it's incredible. Now, another thing you could do is say you want to have people and you want to invite people to a group that don't go to Church of the Harvest, maybe haven't heard Pastor David's message, is why not just meet online make it like a lunch date. Say, hey, you know what? I want to invite you let's meet for lunch every Tuesday at noon on Zoom, and let's have our lunch together and let's just talk about what God's doing, and maybe, have a couple questions. And it can be that simple, because we know that building relationships is critical to discipleship. And so it doesn't have to be a system or a formula. It's all about building relationships, and relationships take time to develop. And so invest some time, think about it. Think about what you can do. It is incredible. You can use Facebook. They have rooms that you can use. You can use your FaceTime on your phone. You can use Skype. You can use Zoom. There is no excuse. You can have an online harvest group. Now, if you have questions or you are interested in doing one, you know what? Just let me know. Reach out to me, heidi.abbott@churchoftheharvest.org, and I will help you. And Pastor Mike, he is in charge of our harvest groups, and Tony Freck, she's in charge of the harvest groups, and we will all help you. We will all help you to become a discipleship maker, which is what we're all called to be. So hopefully this inspires you. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll help you get started, and it's going to be awesome, because we're going to fulfill the Great Commission. Love you guys. Bye.